So we're gonna try this again because I did videos yesterday downloading all of it and wasn't gonna do new ones, but then I went to go put it together this morning and realized I had 58 trying to apparently channel all the shit that everything that needed to, I don't even know. But I'm gonna try and do Cliff Notes. So, Cliff Notes version, full circle moments, gotta love them, because I had to realize that literally you in my head is saving me and showing me how to be what I need to be and want to be and everything for my purpose and finish the shit for me to be able to go and airlift you out. But then that brought up a whole different full circle moments because we're getting to the end of the game kind of shit. Douche Canoe 1, Douche Canoe 2. I had to see that even though they haven't really been in my space, the one I haven't seen since before I even met you last year, but apparently until this full moon he was attached to, I could energetically cut him. My fear that you triggered manifests and projects onto you. So, when we first started talking, for example, how everything was just easy and fun and we weren't in our heads and it could just be naughty and playful all day, like I like. Well, the person who in my head who saved me, who is also knows exactly what you need to heal within you, energetically tied me to Douche Canoe 1 and Douche Canoe 2 to trigger shit in you and to trigger shit in me to then be where we get lost in our heads and overthink shit and we get in this let's fight or flight or fawn. Fawn being trying to prepare and make everything perfect. Each person has a different fear projection. And so I can see now Douche Canoe 1, Douche Canoe 2, you can see where all of us have our fear projection, so energetically pulling in one of their fears because you're attached to me and apparently I was attached to them. Yeah, caused a little bit of shit. Just like me getting to puke this shit to you is because you following your intuition and your gut instinct to ask me and promise, if my word is my bond, to puke it at you, meaning I don't get to stop puking it at you until you tell me to stop. So your higher self would know you'd get all this information and you would be able to choose like you said at the beginning. So knowing that we were attached to fear-based douche canoes, that one was devil and one was church, with all the shame and shit and all of that I had the mirror to probably project onto you, with the urgency and all the other shit, that's all attached to them. And those are all now finally cut because I'm getting karmic payout for that one, this full moon. Really, we are getting karmic payout because you there literally took me around to your enemies to collect our karmic debts from past lives and shit. To be able to birth the thing that I've been working on all year, finally knowing all the pieces, to be able to now go airlift you out of hell, to be able to give you a clean slate for all of that shit. But then again, it comes full circle. Gotta love it. Where trying to think how to explain. You waiting, if you wait until the job offer is there, you're signed to me, and what that tells me that tells me that you don't want anything to do with getting to know me, being a friend, possibly being intimate in any way, shape, or form. Because that's why you're controlling the narrative. Again, because before you were attached to them. Going forward, you're choosing your own karma, and I'm choosing my own karma. Because before, I was manifesting the fair shit, which brought in those ones that I had to deal with that projected on you. I'm taking full accountability for that because that's what I get to do. I take full accountability, and my word is my bond on everything. And you've had a year to see that. So if you are still trying to control the narrative and don't even want to talk to me and tell me friendship stuff, that tells me when you get the job offer and we connect or whatever, at that point, you don't have access to my heart. Because you weren't willing to speak your truth. You weren't willing to follow your heart, be scared, jump, do any of that before. Which means like right now you're betting. Deep down I think you hope it comes through. But to me, you're betting against me winning the game. Which I would never ever wish that upon anyone, to underestimate me. But if you choose to do that, you're choosing to put a wall in front of my heart and to literally manifest your worst fear and karma, because you would have a clean slate. So you would be manifesting literally being my bodyguard and my right hand, all of that, to watch me date and break my seal with someone else because you're not willing to talk. Are you willing to actually think about what that might do to you? Could the volcano accidentally explode and cause you to lose your karmic payout? Because remember, I will protect the business at all costs, because it is meant to help way more people than just me. So, I want you to think about that, because I have. And I know that if I don't hear from you, to be able to even communicate in any way, shape, or form, you're telling me that you want it to be all business by your actions. Even if I know your heart and your emotions, the thing that you three have in common is you're all three soldiers, and you were taught to hide a part of you, hide emotions, that you're trying to hold down a volcano from erupting in any area, because that is what you've always known you've had to do. You didn't want to erupt, but being extreme in all areas, but learning how to control it and choosing when to use it, that's power. That is why I know I don't run from fear. I don't run from fear going forward, because that's clean slate. I'm like a kid in a candy store, and I'm gonna play and try everything once, because it's like I'm wiping the fear off of skydiving, any of it kind of shit. And I've told you and shown you that I would love to do that while getting to know you, while I'm unsteady, figuring it the fuck out. But you've got to think, you gonna turn down $250,000? You gonna turn down something that could make you happy? Then if you're not, you're gonna be in my space. But think about how you end up and how you show up in it, because it all depends on how you show up before because you're saving me literally to get us there. So I'm choosing to leave all baggage behind and be airlifted into happiness and be able to do a lot more shit with a tribe of people. But everything else is your choice. A couple of realizations that I had last night, though, was your higher self actually knowing that I'm like, whatever in your head is happening, or whatever that you're hiding and wanting to keep the volcano down, manifest through me. So me puking emotions and everything at you to not give me eyes is the only thing, and talking to that like makes me go into submissive and lose words and all of that shit. So I think it's fucking hilarious that literally the thing that you are being like trying to dominate the narrative, be in control of all of that, telling yourself you're trying to like get things in certain order and blah blah blah, but blocking out any kind of friendship or communication, that is just selfish based on fear. And that's what I can't enable. But knowing that the counterpart of that is literally your eyes make all that go away. I think it's fucking hilarious. But no, it was a huge full circle moment on lots of fucking shit. Like even me sending you your life path numbers in the beginning, I might resend them with this because holy shit, makes more sense now. Like you were given an Alicia neutralizer. That is a secret weapon that lots of people would probably hold access to, actually. Because if I'm coming for them, yeah. So, anyway, I think I'm covering most of it, none of it. I just want to go back to the beginning before we were needing to learn welcome to church to douche canoes and like, you know, have fun, be naughty and all of that shit. That is me as naughty all day, just teasing and having fun and playful. But I can't be banned with limits and boxes around when and what and this and that and all of that. If I want to ask you a question, I can't live on eggshells. But apparently, I'm a recovering codependent that's an empath and takes on everybody's, you know, shit until now. I know. But I will be learning constantly. Until you tell me to stop, apparently I get to fucking explain it. Oh, that was the other piece. That's why I'm rambling. Because I have proved to you who I am over the last year. In the beginning, I told you the two things that trigger past pains for me and that aren't okay in my world. And those are the two things that you did. Running and shutting down. So, you've proved to me that your word isn't your bond. And that you don't keep your promises, and I only know that Dennis. I would love for you to show me a different Dennis, but with your actions, that's all I know. As someone who's trying to control the narrative, push me away and run from what I know you feel and don't want to speak because you guys like to bury down shit. But just be aware, not communicating helps you manifest your worst nightmare in front of you. So, don't do that. Well, I mean, do whatever the fuck you want to do, but that sounds pretty fucking shitty because you have access now, you won't have access soon, and they will bring someone else in to show me and treat me like I deserve. Because this is not what I deserve. Not even as a friend. So, or just tell me to stop fucking shit, I forgot what I had to confess yesterday. So on Valentine's Day, I was shown to like collect all the shit, naughty shit that I have recorded for you over the last year that I didn't send, or all of the naughty shit that I did send, and make you like a movie. But I didn't, and well, I made the like movie shit, but I realize now by healing and dealing with the other bad, that it was attached to the ego shit, and all of that shit was attached to douche canoe number 2, and that was against what I said I was going to do, so I have to claim that because I was shown to do something, and I now know that that was actually like for you, not necessarily for me, and not knowing my worth. And shown, yes, wanted to anyways, because this year's been a fucking roller coaster of me getting to puke shit at you and all of that shit on the roller coaster. So I actually totally agreed with you deserving a video full of all just the naughty, like one big porno, pretty much. What it was. But yeah, so showing you where my head and heart has been this whole year, and really how much evidence do you need for it to be right in front of you and not have it? Because sometimes trying to get everything perfect actually ends up losing it in the end, because I'm not a puppy you can give a treat every once in a while and think it trains me.